Hey everyone, gather close. Tonight I'm sharing something I've buried deep for years. These aren't campfire tales pulled from the internet. These happened to me. Real places, real nights, real terror that clawed into my soul and never let go. 3 brushes with something out there. Folks call them skinwalkers, those Navajo shapeshifters that steal animal skins, mimic sounds, lock eyes with human hunger. I didn't believe it back then. Now, I can't unsee what I saw. Let's start with the one that broke me open back in 2015. The whistling in Arizona. It was one of those long, soul-cleansing hikes I lived for. 8, maybe 10 hours alone, just me, my thoughts, and the wild. Arizona desert, 2015. Everyday stress, gone out here, the trail, hardly a whisper of it. No parking lot, no signs, just a faint dirt scar hidden behind thick, tangled bushes. I liked it that way. No crowds, no chatter. Low-traffic paths were my escape, even if this one felt forgotten. Pushing deeper, the trees thinned out, turning brittle and dead. Limbs cracked underfoot, branches sagging across the path like the woods were dying slow. No maintenance here, not for years. Then came the overgrowth, walls of thorny bushes swallowing the trail. But it was still there, barely, so I pressed on. That's when it hit, a sharp whistle slicing the air from higher up the slope. Faint, melodic, holding a few eerie notes before cutting off. Chills prickled my neck. Creepy as hell, yeah, but I shook it off. Probably some other hiker, right? What else could it be? 20 minutes dragged by, sweat stinging my eyes, heart steady. Then, closer, louder. Same tune, twisting through the trees like it knew I was listening. My stomach knotted, but nah, I wasn't bailing over a whistler. Gripped my pocket knife tight, kept climbing. Quarter mile up, bam, a massive tree down, thorns snarling everywhere. Couldn't climb it, so I veered right, into a shallow dip. Looked like an old riverbed, dry as bone. Dead center, a den. Sticks piled high, woven tight. Man-made, no doubt. My mind raced. Whistling plus this, somebody squatting out here. Bad vibes hit like a punch. Time to ghost. I spin to bolt, and that whistle blasts right behind me. Heart slams to a stop. I whip around, knife up, and there's a goat, just standing there, massive, bigger than any I'd seen around. Eyes boring into me, unblinking, like they saw straight through to my fear. Motionless, my brain short-circuited. Goats don't whistle, do they? Seconds stretch eternal. I backpedal slow, facing it. Then its mouth cracks open. Wrong, too wide, unnatural. Out comes that exact melody, chilling and clear. Pure panic explodes. I sprint, crashing over logs, rocks tearing my legs. One last whistle echoes soft, mocking me down the mountain. Made the trailhead, collapsed. Never told a soul, sounded crazy, till I learned about skinwalkers. Now, that goat wasn't a goat. That stare, it lingers in dreams. But that wasn't my first dance with the dark. Rewind to kid years, Wisconsin woods. Family camping trips every summer. Dad and his buddy Billy loved pranking us kids with snipe hunts. The snipe hunt, that wasn't. If you don't know snipes, fake birds, aggressive, tree lurkers, night hunters. Total BS, just a way to ditch us brats in the dark for laughs. But man, we bought it hook, line, sinker. My sister and I pumped every year. This time, second night. Family's chilling. Billy swears he heard one screeching by the RV. Who's in? All us kids jump. Sticks for weapons. One kid with a wooden sword. Ecstatic terror. Sun dips. Dad rounds us up. Billy's scouting ahead. Into the black woods we go. 10 minutes in. Rustle overhead. Flashlights up. Billy explodes from the branches, drenched in red, howling a snipe got him. Chaos. Screams, kids bolt. 8-year-old me, legs pump blind, no clue where. Crash into a tree with a fat bush. Dive in, curl tight. Hold my breath, fight tears. Silence stretches. Peek out, there, not a dog. Legs stretched impossibly long and thin, like stilts on a twisted frame. Head mangled, deformed, patches of mangy hair clinging to gray skin. It shambled slow, moaning faint, guttural, mesmerizing horror. Couldn't blink, even as dread flooded me, heavy as tar. Trance-like, pulling me in. Stared too long. Then my name, twigs snapping. It freezes. Locks eyes. Pure ice. Dad yanks me up, scolding. "Just a joke. Sorry, kid." Carries me back. I twist. Gone. No sound. Told him everything. "Nah, big coyote maybe. Snipes ain't real." Learned that lesson hard. Years I lied to myself. Mangy stray. But those eyes, that moan, gut screams Skinwalker now, even on bike rides, hikes, glimpse it from the corner, watching, always watching. That childhood shadow followed me into adulthood. Thought isolation would heal it. Tried Canada, cabin life, 10 peaceful years with my wife, 2 little ones. Deep woods, no roads in, just us, neighbors a hike away via faint paths. Veggies, livestock, simple bliss. Till it shattered. The deer in Canada. Late night, me in the living room, lost in a book like always. Outside, cattle thrashing wild, hooves pounding, frantic. Not normal, not at midnight. Peek through curtains, they're bolting left, fleeing something. Eyes adjust right, huge deer, half hidden by a tree trunk. Stock still, facing the house. Staring? Couldn't tell, but unease coiled tight. Why spook cows? Harmless, I figured. Curtains shut, back to reading. Weeks crawl normal, till my wife shakes me awake, eyes wide with terror. Shh, listen. Slow drag, like a stick scraping walls, circling the cabin deliberate. Full loop, then nothing. Heart hammers. Check kids, safe. Grab rifle, scour windows. Last one, bedroom. Same deer in the black forest, unyielding gaze. Never seen wildlife act so intentional. Paranoia sinks in. No ghosts, I told myself. But doubt gnawed. Dawn, I trek to neighbors. Tell wife lock tight, keep kids in. Mile in, mind-spinning excuses. Rustle behind, turn. Deer on the path, 15 feet. Eyes, white-rimmed irises, pinprick pupils. Human. Chills rack me. Bolt to neighbors, tears streaming. He listens calm, too calm. "Skinwalkers," he says. "Navajo witches. They show if you piss 'em off, or want something." Peace in his voice freaked me worse. Next weeks, sleepless hell, shadows everywhere. Faded slow, no more signs. But peace, stolen forever. We bailed to town, for the kids. 15 years on, wife and them, clueless. Something screams keep 'em safe. That's why I'm spilling now. Held too long.